Hey guys, this is your girl Keisha, and today I'm going to talk to you about the spiritual YouTubers that I love to watch, and I'm sure that you would like to watch them too. Okay, so I wrote down some notes about the spiritual YouTubers that I like to watch. So if I'm looking down, that's because I'm reading my phone what I had wrote out and what I actually want to say about it, and I'll touch more if I feel like I need to go in deeper with the explanation. Okay, so my favorite spiritual YouTubers. First, I'm gonna start with Magical Lady Dutchess, and everybody that I mentioned, I will leave their YouTube link in the description box below for their channel. Okay, so I like Magical Lady Dutchess because she's real and she don't pull no punches. You have a lot of spiritual YouTubers who will sit up here and not discuss the fact that this journey is not all glitter and gold. It's hard work. It can be scary, and yeah, sometimes you gotta dive deep into the darkness. You gotta dive deep into yourself. You gotta face things about yourself. You gotta do shadow work, and she let you know that it's real out here. Everything ain't what it seems, so she keep it real. I love it. I love the fact that she's not money hungry. She does give consultations, and she does spell work and everything like that. But she not money hungry about the situation. So if she feel like y'all energies don't align, or vibrationally and energetically y'all don't mesh, she won't do no work for you. If you come at her sideways with the work that you want done, she not gonna do it for you. And that's what I like about her. She has integrity with what she does and the work that she does. Okay, she talks about it being a lot of spiritual scammers out here who will, like I was talking about in another video, suck you dry of your energy or suck you dry of your finances, when that person could just tell you, oh, you can get this information off of da 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 for free or somewhere where it costs less. Because she always say, if you spending $3,000 on somebody, like, that's what you don't need to do. You don't need to be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these spiritual people who really are just out here to suck up your money and suck up your time and waste your time. So she talks about that. There's a lot of people, they supposed to be spiritual advisors and stuff, and they sit up here and they prey on broken people, and that's not cool at all. A lot of people who say that they're spiritual are just really some messed up people, and they don't give a damn about nobody but themselves. You see what I'm saying? When I get further in my spiritual journey, don't ask me for no consultation. Don't ask me for none of that, because I ain't going to do it. I'll give out free information. I'll leave links. I'll point you in the direction where you need to go. But me personally, I ain't doing no consultation, because I don't want to have to deal with nobody's energy like that. So no, I ain't doing all that. I might make some jewelry. I might make some soap or some candles or something like that. But as far as a consultation, one-on-one deal with people's energy, no. I'm not going to do that. Don't ask me. It'll never happen. Never. Okay. Another spiritual YouTuber that I like is Pretty Boss TV. I like her because she talks about the struggles she's been through in her life and while going on a spiritual journey, and she's very transparent about it. I love her personality, and I love her pick a card tarot readings, because she normally is on point when she does her pick a card readings. I also like the fact that she's very relatable, and she does make it easy to bridge the gap with understanding of spirituality and how to live that way every single day. So her saying is bridging the gap, and she does help you bridge the gap between spirituality and just living your life from day to day, because this is a lifestyle. This is your life. You are a spiritual being. So she shows you how to live your life and not be confused about it, and not to make things more harder than they actually are, because living normally is not always easy anyway. So why make your spiritual journey harder than what it has to be? So she basically deals with that. I also stumbled across this guy called New Life Tools. He was just in my feed one day, and I said, okay, I'm gonna click on him. His face looked interesting. Like, his face is what drew me in. And after that, like, every time he posts a video, which he don't post that often on YouTube, I think he maybe like posts maybe once or twice a month. And I seen that he's been going live recently, but I wasn't able to catch any of his lives because I've been at work. But this brother, he talks about, you know, things I never heard other YouTubers talk about. So if you're looking for someone who's experienced a lot when it comes to spirituality, as far as the dark side, the light, and all, he's the one I suggest that you watch. The great thing about him is that I like his information. It comes from his experiences that he's had. It comes from his studies, but his spiritual experience confirm his information that he shares. So it's not he had a book that he read, then he had a dream about the things that he read about. No. He had dreams, visions, and experiences, and then looked up the information and found out, okay, I'm not crazy. This information is real. People are going through this too. So that's why I like him, because of the experiences that he's been through. Hold on, I'm about to change my battery. Okay, so I kind of lost train of thought a little bit. So I was telling you about New Life Tools and why I like his channel. Like I said, he is coming from a place of experience. So like I said, it's not like he read a book and then was like, okay, these are my experiences. He went through the experiences, and the books only confirmed what he felt and knew about what he went through with his experiences, if that makes sense. He is a middle pather, and that's what I like about him. So anybody that's on like the left hand path or the light path, he can relate to both because he's been there. I like the fact that he is someone who is not afraid to challenge things about spirituality and to dive deep and to come up out of that with more knowledge that he can give out to people. His channel is like phenomenal. Y'all need to check him out. New Life Tools, I'm telling you. I also like the fact that he suggests books to read, and so does Pretty Boss TV. So I like YouTubers that actually suggest books to read and knowledge to read. So yeah, that's why I like watching him. I also like watching this guy called Doughty. He's very upbeat and positive. He'd be like, what do you say? He'd be like, I'm here to expand your consciousness. Like, I really like his intro to his video and everything. He's very upbeat. I love his background. It's always nice and like airy looking and stuff like that, and it's just like always bright. He always has a smile on his face. Like, he just seems like such a little sweetheart, like a little brother or something. I don't even know how old this man is, but he reminds me of like a little brother or something like that. So the reasons why I like him is he gets straight to the reasons why manifestation isn't hard. He helps you understand how the law of attraction really works and what to do. I also like his guided meditations and how he's transparent about his past and the events that led up to him living his best life. So yeah, I really like watching him too. And I like watching Shira Star 7 because she talks about esoteric topics, but she also teaches women self-love, self-worth, and self-respect. She teaches you that you don't have to be mediocre in life. And in the past, she has given out spells for different situations. She has a beauty line now that I definitely want to check out. And she also has an online store that I will be purchasing from soon. So she is like an inspiration to me because I've been watching her for a few years and everything. And, you know, she teaches women how to level up. You see what I'm saying? You don't, listen, just because you're on a spiritual journey don't mean you have to be with a broke, dusty man. Okay? if a woman doesn't understand that men are the providers and the protectors, they are the ones that do the doing, the problem solving, and the fixing of issues. That's what they do. Men, they're supposed to be of action. So when you're with a man who does not allow you to sit in your femininity, that's when you become masculine, because you're having to do the doing. You're having to be the problem solver. You're having to be the fixer, when you should be the one that's the nurturer. You should be the one that he says, okay, I'm making all this money and you balance the checkbooks. He bring home the bacon, I just cook it. But it's more to it than that. And she definitely teaches young women their value, their worth, and how not to get played and how not to waste their time on a spiritual level. That's what she teaches, and I love it. You know, she's very knowledgeable. She makes sense. She pulled no punches. She's no nonsense. But I really like her personality. I like her humor. She's witty. She's smart. So I really like Shira 7. She also has some books that are out, and I will leave the links to her books in my description box below. So before I get up off this video, I just want to show you a couple of books that I'm reading and or have read. So this book right here is called Sacred Geometry and Magic Symbols. I just got finished reading this book. It's not a thick book, but it's a very, I'm sorry, y'all can't see my face. It's not a thick book, but it's a very informative book about these magical and sacred symbols that you should know about, the meaning, the origins, and that you should be wearing and having around your house. Is a lot of protection symbols up in here that you can use if you are spell casting and things like that. So this is a really good book to have in your arsenal, so you can gain some more knowledge while you're on this spiritual journey. You know, people, they just wear symbols and they wear stuff and they get tattoos and they don't even know what it's about. They just be like, oh, it looks cool, but you don't even know what you're putting on your body. You don't even know what you're wearing. So this is like a beginner's guide book to have to sacred geometry and symbols and stuff. And I really think that this is useful for everyday practicality. And the author of this book is Ivan Knaz. So I'm just going to read you the back part of the book, you know, that gives like a little summary or whatever about the book. It says, explore the connection between sacred geometry and magical symbols. All symbols originate in geometric figures which give form to the observed world, as well as the microcosm and macrocosm. Sacred geometry is a teaching that focuses on Focus on geometric proportions and patterns in nature. The knowledge of magical symbols and sacred geometry was revered and preserved by many ancient civilizations, including those in Mesopotamia, Egypt, India, and Greece. Magical symbols and geometry work together as keys to understanding nature and the philosophical meaning of existence. This book is a simple guide to understanding magical symbols by taking into account their original geometric patterns and mythological correlations. Each chapter addresses a different geometric figure and its derived magical symbols. It's a journey from the source shape of the circle, the well, from which the other shapes arise, to the tree of life where they all connect. So symbols like the 5-pointed star, 6-pointed star, the hexagram, which is a 5-sided shape, the Merkaba, symbols with circles and lines and everything like that. Like this book breaks it down into simple form. So yeah, this is a good book that I started reading. Another book that I'm reading right now is called Discovering Your Past Lives, the best book on reincarnation you'll ever read in this lifetime, by Gloria Chadwick. And the book looks like this. You can find this book on Amazon. You can also find this book on Amazon. And I'll leave the links to both the books in the description box below. And how I ran across this book, New Life Tools suggested this book. So I said, I'm going to check the book out, because he was telling about how he had a past life regression. And, you know, how he recognized it was himself in the past lives and different past lives that he's had, and they seem very interesting. And I was like, hey, I want to know about my past lives. By the way, I did get a past life reading, and I was some white guy named Philip, and I was living like in Victorian times or something like that. It's really interesting. So, you know, in my past life, I was Philip, a white guy. Who would have thunk it? So just remember, you're not always the race that you are now. You weren't always that in your past lives, but that's a different subject. We ain't gonna get into that because we're going off topic. But I'm gonna read the back of this book, and it says, have you ever met someone for the first time, yet felt that you'd known him or her for years? Do you feel drawn to a particular era or culture? Which I've always been drawn to Victorian times. Like, I've always been drawn to that era. It says, have you ever experienced deja vu? You may be closer to your reincarnational past than you think. In discovering your past lives, reincarnation teacher Gloria Chadwick opens up the world of past life regression to anyone interested in finding out more about themselves. With scores of fun-to-do exercises, meditations, she shows you how to probe your mannerisms, memories, preferences, and dreams for clues to your past life experiences, and how to uncover the historical data that validate your findings. You'll be amazed at the ease with which your subconscious mind reveals exciting facts about your past lives as you learn about how the clothes you wear can reflect your past life, the meaning of birthmarks, how what you fear in this life is a clue to how you died in the past one, the choices you made before you were born, the 3 types of soulmates, your ability to create your own reality. This clear step-by-step program is based on the author's work in teaching past life regression. It includes the success stories of many of her students who were amazed not only by the knowledge of who they had been, but by the great benefit they gained in this life through information about their past lives. Chadwick also provides a clear and unintimidating explanation of the sometimes difficult to understand relationship between past selves and spiritual awakening, taking you carefully through the confusing world of karmic growth and dharmic perception. If you are ready to explore the mysteries of time and space and uncover hidden truths about yourself and the universe, discovering your past lives will be your ultimate tool for self-discovery. Gloria Chadwick has taught for 18 years on mind power, psychic awareness, and reincarnation. She has helped hundreds of students with past life regressions. So, if you're interested to know why you are the way that you are, and why you're doing this and why you're doing that, and why this seems like this way, and I've been here before, and I met this person before, and why I feel like I met you all my life, why I feel like I know you all my life, you might want to get your hands on this book. And as I said, I will leave the link in the description box below. You can purchase it on Amazon. And one more book that I can't find right now. Now this book right here, y'all, is a thin book called The Kabbalion, Hermetic Philosophy by the 3 Initiates. Now, I was suggested by Pretty Boss TV to get this book and read it. Now, I haven't finished this book yet. It's because it's a heavy book. Not heavy like it weighs a ton, but it weighs a ton as far as you reading it and the information in here. Like, because I haven't read books in a while, like, I haven't read books in years. So, the first book that I decided that I'm going to start reading is this one. And it has the principle of correspondence in here. The principle of what happens, basically what happens in the dark happens in the light, balance and things like that of the universe. And it's a really good book to understanding how the law of attraction works, and how being on, okay, so this book help you understand vibrational frequencies. Okay, this book helps you understand how the universe is the all, and there's nothing with it or nothing without it. That's what this book helps you understand. And this is why I haven't finished it yet, because it's a very deep book. For me, it's a very deep book. I felt like my brain needed a break from reading this book. It's a very thin book, as you can see, but I haven't gotten back into this book yet. I will get back into this book, but I finished this book first, and I'm on this book now, and I will go back to this book and finish this book last, because it's a heavy book. To me, it's a heavy book. So yeah, I will also leave the link to this book in the description box below. You can get all these books on Amazon. Okay, Amazon be having everything, and you can get it on Prime also, so you'll be able to get your books right away. So yeah, that's my video about the spiritual YouTubers that I like to watch. I'm always searching out information. I'm always looking for information. I'm always sharing information and things like that. So when I come across some people who are really talking about some stuff of value, those are the people that I watch continuously. I might not agree with everything that they say, but they always have substance to their video that I can take and apply to my life every single day. So yeah, if you would like more of these types of videos, let me know in the comment section below. Give a thumbs up and share this video with your peoples. And until next time, guys, peace out.